Welcome to this pick a pile reading. These are the piles for the, readings. This is group number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 1 is this little jagged rose quartz. Number 2 is the dino rose quartz. Number 3 is the, I want to call him the normal rose quartz. Although I'm noticing all the spots in him, which I feel like I haven't noticed before. And pile 4 is the petalite or petalite. Okay, see you at your readings. Or now. The stand is particularly more jagged than usual. I feel like I'm not supposed to be recording it. I saw 111 when I said that. Okay, let's start with pile number 1. You, pile number 1. Welcome in. Hi, hello. You have a jagged kind of energy, but not in like a harsh way, more in a turbulent way. I feel like you could be feeling out of sorts. Let's get cards. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling... I heard the words run down. And now I'm even getting an image of like a road and like roadkill, but like when the car went over the whatever, it like splattered out. I don't know how that is significant for you, but we'll bear it in mind for the reading. This is your card. Okay, interesting. That felt very particular that I wanted to say this is your card, like singular. I'm not even gonna look at the back of the deck. You have an energy of like peace and calmness, but also turbulence. It's like pure stillness, but also like pure chaos. Interesting. I want to hold this up for you for longer. I'm being drawn to the fact that this is the only card in that deck that has, what's this called? A border. I feel like you are very, and the way that I said it so particularly, like, this is your card. This one. Something has been made for you particularly. Something you're made for. Or made from. Both of them. Yeah, both hold very like two sides of the same coin kind of thing. Where you come from and where you're going. Same thing. And the reason for that is because I wasn't trying to say that. I wonder if you are trying to find out the reason why you're drawn to certain things. Or you may be recognizing what you feel is for you, but you're unsure as to why it's for you. And the very simple answer is because you're from there. You're from this. So now, doesn't that look like a splatter? Now thinking about it, like that just looks like a splatter, like that roadkill image that I got. And this crystal, it's like comparing it, that's interesting. I'm wanting to compare it to the smooth one, and you have the really splattered one. Let's get an animal card. Get some clarification. Although I'm kind of wanting Beyond the Mirror. We'll see if there's an animal card. If there's not, then I'll go to Beyond the Mirror. Or maybe go there anyway. Maybe go there anyway. That phrase is sticking out to me. I feel like you might be in a state, not of transition, but of a new state. I feel like maybe something has caught you off guard, or that you feel, it's that feeling again of what I said at the start, something feels out of sorts. Like, you feel out of sorts. You may be in a new environment, or you may feel like something has just, it feels like you have just been squashed. So yeah, this splatter, I feel like maybe you are discovering the truth, and the truth has kind of set you free, but in a chaotic kind of a way. Like, you can never be the same again. You're in this new self, this new direction, I heard. This new, so a new direction in life. Reality is new. The space you're in is new. And it's peaceful yet splattered. I keep coming back to that, it's peaceful. Maybe some things have been removed from your life too, to make it feel so peaceful, but it might be feeling like almost jarringly peaceful. Got grizzly bear power, and I'm being just drawn to the fact that it has a fish in its mouth, and the water is like dripping off all that fish. All that fish. And I'm kind of seeing it like it's actually loads of different fish. It's not water, it's parts of that fish that is dropping. I'm seeing you as both the bear and the fish, and that the fish is trying to break free. The fish is still alive. It's still moving, trying to get out. And each time it does that, each time it tries to get out, break free, parts of it is being broken off. And that feels like what is happening for you is parts of you are being shed. But the interesting thing is, I feel like you might have quite a unity source consciousness, like everythingness mindset, because I'm seeing it like, even though those things that are breaking off, that are no longer resonating for you, you're still seeing them as yourself, or you're seeing them as like everythingness. You're seeing them as all a part of one. Like, you are the mountain, you are the fish, you are the water. And when you're releasing certain aspects of self, it's not that they disappear. It's not that like releasing and death is like just gone, something's just gone forever, and like it's just out of nowhere, it just doesn't exist. It's one energy shifting into another part of the whole, another part of you, quote unquote, or not quote unquote. So the actual card you got was personal choice. That was the back of the deck, not back of the card. Just because I said back of the card, I'm wanting to look at the back and seeing that there's a bear, and that was the bear card. I feel like you think you've arrived somewhere too early, or that you're not meant to be somewhere that you are, but you also chose to be here, or chose to be there. You chose something, but you feel like maybe you weren't supposed to. Close your eyes. Personal choice. I don't know if I actually said that or not. Personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strength are they known for? When I said what strengths are they known for, I saw that as asking you, what strengths are you known for? Perhaps you are known to be strong in a way that you don't resonate with. And it's not that it's untrue, and it's not that you don't believe it, but it's like it doesn't, when I say the word resonate, it's like you don't feel that within you, even if you know that like future you would feel that. I feel like you don't quite fit into your skin right now. I feel like you're falling into a very divine timeline, and those words, you can scrap the words, just take the energy of you're falling into place, and you're falling into the right place. You're falling into who you really are, and I think that it's not become smooth yet. It's still like in the immediate after. In other words, this has just happened. You're still transitioning to, you're still integrating, that's what I want to say. You're still integrating all these new energies that you've come into, and so it's natural for you to feel out of sorts. I want to note how I almost feel disconfigured, discombobulated in everything right now. It's like, it's kind of hard to speak, and my mouth, I keep getting like drool, like too much, that I have to like keep swallowing to be able to talk. You could be in a phase where you feel like you can't speak because anything you say will end up being rewritten, in that you're changing so much that anything you attach to in this time will end up being rejuvenated. I heard it will end up being recycled and shed anyway. Yeah. I kind of feel like you're making your way around the universe, like, and that is to say, a reflection of that would be you're making your way around yourself. It's like you're finding parts of yourself that you have never found before within this lifetime, at least. I got corrected then. I got corrected to ever. It's all new. It's all new. Even seeing the old parts of you is a new experience. You're bringing in new energies. Grounded enlightenment, I heard that. So the rest of the card says, what wisdom do they share and embrace these qualities? Because this was talking about what animal do you imagine. So you might want to try that, closing your eyes just now, maybe pausing the video, seeing what comes to you. And I want to say it doesn't have to be an animal that you imagine. This is the animal deck, but the fact that I wanted to do Beyond the Mirror also suggests this is talking far beyond the realm, the reality that you have long connected with. And by long, I mean short. Yeah, embrace the qualities and the strengths of that which you are shown, because I feel like that which you are shown will be yourself. But I feel like you'll be seeing yourself in a far grander light, but in a truer light. I feel like it might be a light that you have avoided for a while. The way I'm getting to feel is like you didn't quite want to come home to yourself because you had a strong idea around who that self was. But when you actually do come home, or have come home to this self, it does feel a bit like you weren't happy with what you found, or you knew that you wouldn't be happy with what you found, but when you found it, like everything that you were unhappy with released. I'm gonna channel a bit of sound healing, sound energy for that, because I got a very specific image with that and it's kind of hard to put into words, and I did put it into words, but I don't know if that whole thing will that whole energy will integrate within you, or I want to make that, express that energy more clearly. Okay. 我接你，我接爱也追你接下，要说你接爱也接下，接下那爱也不接下，这个你接。我接你接些，我接你接下接，要接你接些，要接接你接，我嘎家追你接下快，快接嘎家我你哎呀，就把做了去接下就你。Okay. That was fun. It shifted to like kind of fairy energy at the end, but also a bit of Zayton, like Grey's energy for your crown. But it began, it's like a cross between Andromedan energy and like rock beings, something like that. Okay, so the back of the deck is High Heart Chakra. More pink. We went full pink for all four crystals today. So High Heart Chakra, I put that Ecstatic Bliss, I put that on the ground as opposed to on my table where I've put the other two cards. And you also got, well, you did get, this was the actual card, Fire. Solarous Sublime, 15. Ooh. Connecting with the sun might bring you really on point messages at this time. But I want to say like the sun within you. The sun will... but it's not your solar plexus. I want to say it's more connected to, it's like just beneath your heart. It's above the solar plexus. Maybe you want to look at the chakras, I don't know them well enough. There may be one between the heart and the solar plexus that you would particularly resonate with. Something you're birthing. I feel iffy saying something you're birthing because it feels like the opposite of birthing. Which does feel like birthing in and of itself. Like death and rebirth, I guess. No. But it's something more acute. Something more substantial. Which again, I'm saying like opposites, but them being the same. There's like a fetus in the eye down here. I want to see if there is a description that goes well with that. Okay, duality, huh? because I kept saying like opposites. Yeah, this is literally like, I wasn't, took me a while. But yeah, these are opposites merging into one, which feels like what you've come into. It's actually, that feels very similar. Or looks, I mean, they're both the same, look and feel, but they look very similar. It's like the splatter on this is the mergence of those two dual parts. And same with this, it's like one part, two part, but now they're connected. And there's even like an expression of that middle connection part that we would see as like unity or balancing of opposites, but really it's just one long thread. It's just one, but we can view it as two if we want to. So, something about epiphanies surrounding your oneness. But I wonder if it's more particular than that, like a specific area of life that you feel this is expressing itself through. Yeah. There's a particular area of life. It's talking about your creations. I keep being drawn to the like out breath. That's what I'm gonna call it. A tiny bit both of these small ones, but more so this white one. White. So the masculine, something very tangible that you can, I want to say that you can perceive of, that you would be able to describe quite easily. That is just a part of your day-to-day life, I want to say. Okay. Duality, creation, kundalini, the rising phoenix, bringing conflict into harmony. Yeah, I feel like that is the stage of being you're at right now, bringing conflict into harmony. And I feel like that's, I was going to say inner conflict into inner harmony. But those words don't fit. Because it's not the opposite of that. But it's something close. And I'm now being drawn to the green, and it made me think of a bog or tengus. So that a tengu could, or tengu energy, maybe could resonate for you at this time. Bring messages. Intensity, transformation, the incredibleness of being alive, coalescence. What does coalescence mean? I think that's like, yeah, like being together in one. Both being. Okay, infinite energy. We live in a dualistic world of light and dark, yin and yang, masculine and feminine. Focusing only on light can repress our shadows, bringing both sides into balance and being real with our humanness. So I need to stop now and express how do I put this into words? I feel like getting wrapped up in the duality of nature isn't beneficial. At least in this case. For you, I don't feel like that's resonating. I feel like it's something more specific. Okay. Passion, motivation, destruction, power, elimination, determination, inner light, forging forwards, transformation. Nah, not getting anything from that. I want more cards though. Yeah, let's get some. What are these called? Sacred geometry cards. Ooh, alchemy. That fits. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic we all hold inside. I had that feeling of like hold up inside, like this is you're activating and remembering something that has been dormant in you for a long time. And again, when I say long, I mean short. Time. What is that from? It's from something I love. Time. I feel like it might be when can't remember. It's really funny. What's the message in that? Because I'm being brought to like different states of consciousness, like altered states, new perspectives. But it's like you're bringing these new perspectives without attachment, and you're just expanding who you are now based off your like alignment with new perceptions of reality. It's like, I don't want to say you're aligning with a new state of reality. It's more like you're just recognizing something within you. Your energy is very splattered in that it's really hard to have any one word describe it all, because it is just that. It's in many different directions, and it's still being shared. Alchemy. You're still in this shifting process. But I want to say you can sense what could be. I feel like you're at the edge of the bridge. I saw like a bridge and then it breaks off, and then who knows what's beyond that. That's the point. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. So you could be getting into how do I want to word this? Like the truth of what is possible. Is this about who you are, or is this more about, I heard what you've done. I do feel a little bit of an energy of legacy with you, like you're wanting to leave something behind in this life. It's like you want to create something in order to have this life mean something. Interesting. All I'll say to that is, what you know what, I won't say anything to that. I'll leave that reflection completely for you, if you want to just take what I said, or if you want and roll with it and continue with that, or if you want to question it. Communication. I'm being drawn to how this card looks like. Let's see if I can hold. It's like basically a circle extra here and here on here. There's obviously a lot more, but that's what I'm being drawn to. Extra. I'm hearing like extra, get your, I don't know what they say, newspaper. Communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. You're reaching to the outskirts of your reality, and I think you're viewing it with greater understanding of what is possible. I feel like it's really hard to put what you're going through. I feel like maybe I'm trying to describe what you're going through, and I feel like this might be what you're trying to do, trying to rationalize what you're going through, when what you're going through is something not to be rationalized. It's something to do the opposite of. It's something to expand through. It's something to process. You're just going through a huge shift, and so let this be confirmation that any pain is a part of the process. Not to say you have to hold on to that pain, but it's okay for it to be there. Or any shock you're feeling, or any feelings of being disoriented or unsure if you should be like trying to direct your energy. This is an energy of allowance. You're opening up, and that's okay. Allow it to be. Yeah, I think that's your reading, but maybe that's the base part of your reading. Is there another layer above? No, I heard no, that's it. Okay, cool. Pile number 1. That was cool. Splatter. You are the splatter reading. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this will act as an energetic confirmation for you. I feel like you don't really need to know anything. It's just having that mirror of knowing that you're seen, knowing that what you're going through is actually what you're going through. Like a confirmation to your intuitive abilities. Okay, I wasn't trying to save that, but for that too. I was trying to say a confirmation of your intuition, which is to say confirmation of your intuitive abilities, but I guess this is phrasing it that way makes it be more extended to later in life. Like you can continue to trust your abilities, not just what your intuition has been telling you about this phase of life, but you can trust your ability to be intuitive forever. Yes. Okay, yeah, cool. Namaste. Bye bye. The camera stays on while I pack away, so you can just click off. Or stay with me if you're a pile number 2 also. Or for any other reason that you like to. Who am I to limit? I don't know how to finish that sentence. You. Who am I to limit you? There could be another message in that also. Just because you can't describe something doesn't mean that there's... I don't know if that makes sense. Doesn't mean that there's not more. In other words, you can describe and comprehend a certain amount of yourself, but just because you can't comprehend or describe more doesn't mean that there's not more of you, more to you. Yeah. Where did you come from? Animals. You're not an animal, you're a mountain. Yeah, they could all, yeah, that just goes with the same message. I feel like you've been trying to condense yourself. That could be what has been causing more of the pain, more of the like resistance to what is occurring for you, because you're trying to pretend as though what you're going through is small when it's big. Cuts it to draft, like vision, expanded view. It's like you're trying to pretend that you're only so big, that this experience is only on a small scale. The words that I'm saying just don't match up to what you're experiencing. And I would be willing to bet no words will. No reading will be able to reflect to you what you're going through. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there will be. But what I feel like is important for you to know is that no matter who is validating you on the outside, you can validate yourself, and you can trust that you know what you're going through. Yeah, you know what you're going through. And if you don't know what you're going through, then that's knowing that you're going through something that you don't know of what you're going through. Words. weird energy, very cool, but it's kind of like, it does feel quite fiery, but in like a, like the fire is mixed with like an oily kind of water, but it's not like, someone just knocked at the door, interesting. Is there a message there? Because I still have your crystal out, so it's like technically still your reading, just I've packed the cards away. There's a very synchronistic message in that, if you can interpret it. What did I say? It's something, you can rewatch that. Something about, it's still your reading, but all the cards have gone. It is like, you could take that another step to be like, even without your body, you are still you. And then further, even without something else, you are still you. It's like an infinite progression of you are still you, even without this. Even without fill in the blank. You are still you. Yeah, I wonder if some of you are feeling very afraid, or just like insecure about who you are, because who you are is seemingly changing a lot. But you are still you. You are always this you. Okay. Now I'll actually leave your reading. Bye bye, number one. Okay. Number two. I feel tired now. I know why. Welcome in, pile number two. Calling this a pile felt weird then. I want to note that before starting your reading, I wanted to like sleep. I wanted to sleep. And I made special note when I was collecting your little dino guy and putting him down for the selection part. He was very comfortable being upright. However, I wanted to put him down. So I feel like your situation as of now is you're being called to rest, even though you're very much capable and even at peace being active or upright. I want to see why. Let's get a card. Let's use the Shadowscapes Tarot. Why are you being called to rest? You have a very lovely energy. I was actually looking just in my general crystal area when I felt the inspiration to do this entire video reading, and it was from looking at the dino guy. At the back of the deck is Ace of Wands, inspiration will come. 10 of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. Whew! Yeah, I love your reading already. Just to add like a personal opinion there. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. I feel like I said 10 of Wands and I just split the deck to King of Cups. But maybe it was just because I said Ace of Wands. This feels like a very simple reading. It feels like... Is that something you... Let me just... Like, there's a very clear message, but it's not completely compacted and in its place. So I'm gonna get more cards as I kind of ask what is the situation. I want to say you know. I really want to say you know. And I feel like you see it with like crystal clear clarity. You feel like you, again, like you can hold yourself upright. You're just being called, guided to rest. It's almost like you don't even need to. I feel really excited for you. Yeah, moon. That moon, you're definitely being given guidance during your dreams. Is it guidance? I heard like intuitive hits. Yeah, because it feels like for you, you are like your own system, and it's not a feeling of you're like being given guidance. It feels more like during dream time you're able to manage yourself, you're able to get those intuitive hits. It's like I want to bring your attention to your own internal intuition. Intuitive hits. I don't know why that. Intuitive hits. They'll come in like a jab, like a clear jab. And yeah, it's like a clear jab of something you've known all this time. Jab. Javelin. Something could be significant about a javelin. Throwing it really far. Yeah, see, I'm seeing it like you threw the javelin really far. And like ordinarily, and what you're seeing other people do is as soon as they throw it, they go and like fetch it. But you're feeling intuitively to just stay there and just watch it for a while. And you feel at peace with that. You feel very mature, I want to say. This is an underwater world that you chose. Is what I'm calling it now. An underwater world. Okay, am I gonna get to explain these two yet? Queen of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. You have everything. You have everything. Look at her arms. Look at her demeanor. Look at who she is. This is you. And this is what you have. This is what you've created. Again, look at her demeanor. Look at how safe she is. How safe she feels. You have that within you. You have that already. You have curated this. Okay, this is going to be a reading where I don't explain in detail. I'm not going to give examples. There's something that you have been experiencing for a very, very long time. For a lot of you, this extends beyond this life. And I want to say there are two main aspects of this, and that they hold very great significance within your life. I feel like if you were to describe your life to, let's say, future you or past you, to another version of self, someone else, like this is just another version of self. If you were to describe your life, this current life of yours, there are two aspects that really stick out from the rest. And that is what this reading is all about. Those two aspects coming into harmony and having a more solid foundation within your life. They're already within your life. You already sense them, you already feel them, you already embody them. You've already created them to a very high degree, or have accessed them to a certain extent. So what is this reading about? I'm seeing the steps at the back. You need to know how diligent you have been, and that life continues to move upwards for you. And yet you also remain, your soul has a way of expressing itself, a way of existing throughout everything that you experience. Your soul has a certain, it's like untouchable vibratory essence, like an aura of self that is just always present. I really want to show you these cards. Like I feel like I might hold them up. Something about visuals. You may have an intense connection with with your sight, both in the seen and unseen, what you deem those to be, or whatever you deem those to be. Yeah, you have a strong vision. I'm going to repeat it again, both in what you perceive to be as the seen and unseen realms. I'm also noting the trees in the background of, I swapped them. That's interesting. I swapped the Ten of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. It could be that one aspect of these two things, one aspect sometimes takes the back seat while you focus on one, and then it seems like they switch. And I feel like that is the main message of this reading, in that one day they will be on even ground. And I feel like that's the vision that you have had for a long time. One day they will be on even ground. Maybe that day is today. Is that day today? Question that. Which one is currently in the foreground for you, and which one is in the background? And know that while this switching happens, that is natural. When the time comes for them to seemingly, I want to say seemingly, be together in one place. Seemingly. And I've forgotten how I started that sentence. Interesting. You'll know. You were already getting the message. You were already hearing what I was about to say before I even said it. Before I finished it. Before I lost my train of thought. Everything is always switching for you. And that's because of the perception that you have chosen to embody. It's like things are always switching for you. However, there also is a space within you that is never switching. That's what I was saying. Your vision, the vision that you've had for a long time, is these two things being in harmony at once, being no longer switching. But I think that when you actually reach that state, you'll have a whole new outlook on them, on their relationship. Some of you also, when I'm saying that there's these two major aspects, components to your life, you may have two different ideas of what that could be. And I'm getting to say both. It's like if you have, it's either this and this, or it's this and this. It's both. That we're talking about, possibly for you it's just one thing and you'll know, but there might be a lot of ideas that you have, or a few, or just a couple, and they're reflective in ways that might not seem reflective at a glance, or they seem reflective at a glance if you do take that glance, which maybe you haven't. Where do we go now? That's the feeling I'm getting. Where do we go now? What's next? Be right here. And I feel like you do have that presence of both feeling at peace where you are and also recognizing that life is moving, always moving. Being right here is to be experiencing that movement. I feel for you, I'm being drawn to bringing crystals. I've brought my labradorite and my black obsidian. There's a crystal that I heard the term soul resonance. So there could be a crystal that you have or that you will be getting or you will be encountering, maybe even in a reading, that resonates with you in a way that like directs you towards who you are in a certain aspect of who you are. It's not like it doesn't connect with the like core of you, but when you experience it, it might feel like the core of you just because it is a very strong resonance. It's just a particular part of your soul. Okay, is that your reading? We'll get in that. See if an animal card wants to come out. Actually, I want this. The animal and dragon deck. Dragons. You did have that, like, I was just thinking, like, why do dragons feel like they fit you so much? You have a very, like, calm, gentle energy. I said that because I felt like my own energy was wanting to be a bit too excitable. So that could be you also. There could be these two parts of yourself. One of them is wanting to get really excited and riled up, and the other is like, okay, but like let's sleep, or like, okay, but like let's be gentler. And I feel like the gentler aspect is winning. Okay, oh, that's beautiful. So you got Panda, Stay Balanced and In Your Essence, Archangel Mary, Jophael and Sandalphon. And you also got Parrot, Listen Intently to Understand, Archangel Bokbi. Sparrows, birds in general, could be significant for you. Whee! Also archangels. Also love. Love could be significant for you. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? I feel like spending time with those that you love could, like, I feel like spending time with those you love will like bring up this well of love within you. That's so beautiful. It almost, no. I was gonna say, and then I got corrected, so like this isn't it, but I was gonna say, and I'm just completely lost it now. So what was in that of me saying that and then losing it? Nothing matters, that's the feeling. Okay, yeah, got it. Got it. It's like something about a space that you'll hold, quite probably with another or with others, a certain group, a certain collective. The love that is held within that space. Insert the word that I said just before, I can't remember what it was. Nothing matters, that's it. Nothing matters. It's like all that matters is right here. I guess that's the feeling of nothing matters. Both everything matters and nothing matters. Pure love. I just feel so pure love. Like, listen to understand is just like, that's love. It's like seeing, I feel like, let's find words for this. I love how I say, like, let's find words for this, and then I start like not using words. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's like, usually you communicate, when you think of communication, you think of speaking. At least I do. But this is the type of understanding that comes without speech. Maybe it comes with speech too, but it's an aspect of the speech that would then be so interwoven with all other aspects of understanding. This whole reading relates to a sense of completion and a sense of feeling understood, a sense of feeling loved and feeling safe and feeling complete, feeling like you are yourself. I just saw like a light, like a being. That's so beautiful. Oh, I love that. Okay, that I feel drawn to saying again about archangels, angels in general, other beings. You may feel particularly called to connect with whatever you resonate with the term love, like what brings you, wells up those feelings of love, whether those are light beings or physicalized beings. Love. What was the train of thought I was on before? Yeah, I had got being understood. So gentle is this energy. So gentle it is. And a bit cheeky. It's just like you can be your complete self. I feel like you're reaching that state. Feeling like all of you is okay. All of you is loved. Not just by yourself, but you're seeing it outside of yourself. You're seeing that acceptance for who you are. And you're seeing others with the same acceptance for themselves too. And it's so beautiful. You love to see it. I'm seeing how like this and this look similar. Parrot and panda also both start with a P. Home, like you either do and have or will and feel already, like just this space of home, of what you relate to home or love. Again, like there's lots of terms that could fit it, but you find the best term for you, if there is one. Love. I want to just keep saying the word love. Love. Like, I feel like you either have or will experience soon, like just this sense of, this is what love is. This is what love is. Hear that car horn of confirmation. Something around communication though is very specific. The way in which you communicate, possibly with others, is like, or with an other, that communication I think will be so special to you, because it will be so different, and it will feel, it will be so different to what you've experienced in this, like as of late, or just this lifetime, or for many lifetimes as of late, or the ones that you're connected to in certain karmic ways perhaps. Be so different from that, and yet it will feel so familiar, because it is familiar, because it is the way that you resonate with communicating. That communication. It might take you back and feel nostalgic for this lifetime as a child. You may have felt this communication for a long time. You may have connected with those within this circle as a kid? Or within this form of communication, this form of love? It may have been more familiar to you as a kid, and that growing up it might have felt disorienting, being shifted possibly into that which didn't resonate, and now you're returning or have returned to this authentic communication in that style. The style of communication is love. A loving style of communication. Ah, hee hee hee. I want to keep going. Hee 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 hee. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay, pile number 2. I love you very much. I'm very happy for you. Okay, bye-bye. The camera will remain on though, so you can float on by or remain with me as I pack away and prepare for the 3rd pile. Such a beautiful energy. Oof! Just looked at pile 3, or like, it wasn't necessarily the crystal I looked at. It was more like that I looked into their energy, and it's quite energetic. Flop. Flop-a-dop pop. Dingle fringle. For any of you that remain of that pile number 2, or I guess anyone who's here, you don't have to be from pile 2. Maybe you've like skipped back from pile 3, or maybe you just like clicked the video, scooped to here, and just like bounced in at this part. If that's the case, that's very cool. What was I gonna say? I don't know. What was I gonna say? He's going. Okay, yeah, I'm not saying it. Tell me what it was. Pile 3. I want to put that like that and that like that. You're welcome for that verbal explanation. Okay. I want to sit in that energy for a moment. Okay, welcome, pile number 3, the soft little ordinary rose quartz. I feel cheeky with your pile. I feel like I'm gonna misunderstand it. I feel like that could be you. You feel like you could be misunderstood. It could be it, but I'm saying that because I felt like I wanted to say this pile feels like so cheeky, energetic, fun, lively, mischievous, very mischievous. But I'm also wondering if actually that mischievousness is coming from like a darker energy that like maybe I'm just personally finding fun but actually isn't fun. So I'm gonna get some cards. Let's see if this is a fun or not so fun energy that you're in. How are you experiencing this energy? That's the question, or the answer. Maybe both. You got the same as pile number 1. I want to say it's flipped. Why do I want to say that? Or it's wanting to be flipped. So maybe you're in either opposite. You're in either like happy and you want to be unhappy, or you're in unhappy and want to be happy. My eyes like kind of want to tear up. expressing what you're going through right now and how you feel might be very releasing for you. And these two were the other cards. Whoop. Is that the right way up? I think that's the right way up. I wanted to highlight this one for some reason. And I also wanted to say that because this is the one I understand. I don't yet have words for it, but apparently I understand that one, but I don't understand this one. I think and this is what you're experiencing. Okay, so this is what we're gonna go for. For now, we're going with, this is what you are experiencing. There's something that you have an idea around. Oh, this could be the past also, like you came from the a jarred experience, like pile number 1. However, now you're in more of you're switching over from that to a more enlightened state, a more at peace with your enlightenment state, something like that. So it could be that, the past, present, future, but I wasn't seeing that when I had it down. I was seeing it more like, this is the experience, this is what you're experiencing. This is, I've forgotten, that's why my speech is changing pace. This was what you didn't know. No, this is what you did know? I'm gonna have to put it back down on the table. I wanna talk to you like a little cousin that is being cheeky or something like that. Like, in my head, I was just going like, what? It's like I feel like you're speaking to me right now. And I'm noticing how I don't feel like open to a lot. I feel very focused in on something. That might be how you're feeling right now. You may be being called to make shifts that take you from a very focused in point to a lighter idea of self. Okay, so maybe we're talking more about your sense of self here again. Worldview, reality, roots. Okay, I wanted to put that card back, but it wanted to stay out, which reflects what I was feeling for you, that you're feeling very focused in, but and it's like constricted, and I want to invite you to like release that tension, tap your body, breathe, drink some water, look outside, open the window, go outside, imagine fresh air, fresh light pouring through you. Flowers could be very helpful for you during this time of processing too. I feel like you're feeling antsy, like you're wanting change, but you're not wanting the change that's being asked of you, I think. I think that's where the like mischievous energy that I'm picking up on is coming from. It's like, I feel like the universe has handed you your most loving path forwards, and you're going, don't want it. I want to call you to come to a more meditative state so that you can recognize the truth of what is being handed to you. It may feel too jarring for you, and that's why this like meditative state that feels like this card to me. This is a symbol of peanut butter, by the way. It's like life feels like a lot to you. Like, just looking at that card, it's like, whew, it's cool, but there's a lot to it. And we'll hold that up. I feel like drawing you to this meditative state will allow you to, it's not necessarily processing this emotion, this energy. It's more like understanding the truth of it, because I think that it's more like you're seeing it as far more, I heard the word evaporated. I don't know what that means, but maybe you do. You're feeling it, seeing it to be like way more jumbled than it is. It's like, okay, here's what it is. It's like, if you want to go watch pile 1, do that in the knowing that you are not there. You are not there. It's like pile 1 was this crystal, but you are this crystal. You're the soft one. You're not in the jagged place anymore. You may have come from there, but you're not. You may have like specks of dust from that era of life that was maybe jarring, maybe difficult, maybe full of struggle, but you're not in that anymore. You're not in struggle anymore. You don't have to be. You chose not to be. You chose to open up. You chose to shift from one reality to the next. This is a card that feels very much like changing, and this is like a foot going through a portal, and this is like magic. It's like you chose this. You chose to see the light. You chose this expansion, and yet it feels like you are it feels like this is the huge thing that is awaiting you, this huge expansion, this lightness, this lightheartedness. I want to say lighthearted, that word might resonate for you more. This lighthearted life, you chose to step into that, but I feel like currently you're like beneath the roots, like hiding. I feel like you've got this part down. You've got the like main structure of life down. You understand where you're at. You understand how you got to where you're at too. You're like resting with all the intricacies, or like, it's like this. Okay, so see this part here? It feels like codes, like of all, this entire card is within like a tiny speck of that, and it feels like you are experiencing that, but you're not understanding that that's just like part of the roots. Like, you don't need to stay there. You don't need to stay in that like hyper analytical state. You can move past that, move beyond, through to the roots, even the part just above you where you are feeling this wholeness. And I want to like note how gentle the roots feel. Like, this feels more like sturdy roots of universe, like I don't know how to describe it. Feels more practical or more detached, whereas these feel so homely, and you're just beside that homeliness. And if you just like shift and release, more than anything, I feel like you're just being called to recognize the truth that you're not, it's not jumbled, and you don't need to stay in what feels jumbled to you. Make your way up to the flowers. I'm being drawn to how at the start I said I might be misinterpreting your energy because I thought that it was playful and mischievous. Why is this card like poking out at me? We're gonna have a look at him after. That I thought that it was like an energy of mischievousness, but that I thought the truth might be more difficult. It's like, I think you're afraid of being in play because you're afraid that play is actually you like avoiding the truth, or you're afraid that play is, I don't know, somehow dark or somehow not of like properness. So examining your relationship with lightheartedness. Oh yeah, that's something that yeah. Examine your relationship with lightheartedness. I'm gonna get an animal deck just after I look at these two cards. So we have this card, which looks like it's giving a hug to, I'm gonna call him a being. He feels like a pillow being. Maybe you want to give your pillow a hug. Maybe you want to get a pillow. That feels like an owl and 2 feathers. They look like leaves, but I called them feathers. Sacred geometry, as well as, again, flowers, hugs, spirals, patterns. I feel like you really like to analyze. I feel like you really like to look at the details of life at a very, like, molecular level. But swap out that word for anything that resonates for you. Swap out any word that resonates for you in the entirety of the reading, always, but molecular, or like fine. You really like to analyze. Okay, so what is this card? Oh, interesting. These 2 are the most recent cards that I've drawn of this deck. Most recent. You are your most recent version of self right now, in each moment, and each new self can be new. You can shift like in the blink of an eye. I feel like there's a cooler term than that. In the blink of an eye. I don't know. Maybe you want to think of a cool new phrase for that. Okay, no, that's it for that card. Interesting. And this guy wants to prop up again. This is essentially, this is peanut butter in like a namaste pose. Like it's like this is a peanut, and then it's the peanut butter is like flowing out of both sides in like a namaste pose. All hail peanut butter. Do we want to give like a quote-unquote better explanation of that, or is that the highest of explanations? I mean, peanut butter is the highest form of existence. Nope. Okay. Card. Animal card. Play. It's time to play again. I want to get like angry at you with that. Black bear guardian. I feel like it's about it could be about your parents have, you're afraid of what they'll think of you. You're afraid that they'll unagi. What are you afraid of? Yeah, what are you afraid of? Okay, that's the question. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid to play? What does being in your most relaxed, most open, most childlike, like innocent, just being you in how you want to be, when you imagine being viewed by your parents, like what does that do to your body? Because I feel like you clench, and I feel like that relationship with those figures, that is what's causing your like constriction. You're not allowing yourself to be in your fullest version because you're still afraid of their perception. And you can swap out parents with any figure that you feel is higher, is above you in some way, or has control over you in some way. Energy, trying to find better words than those. No, I'm not gonna find better words than those. Not because there aren't, just because I don't want to. And that's the whole point. It's like there's something that you deem want as a bad thing. Why? Is that the truth? Okay, so Black Bear Guardian. Gentle and wise protector. Like, what is a true guardian to you? How does that feel? How does being nurtured and accepted and loved feel? And how can you be that for yourself? Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. you are the one that you love, and you can help you protect you. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Yes! That was the bear speaking, not me. I want to get like angry at you. Because I feel like you're not allowing yourself to love. You're not allowing yourself to be yourself. Angie baby. Owl, hey! Oh, that was the previous pile. I was gonna say, didn't I say owl earlier? But I think that was the previous. Was that you? No, I feel like it was you. Was it you? Yes, it was you. It was this card. I was trying to search for the card that I saw it in. It was you. I said owl and owl. Yeah, it's like you need to just follow flow and like allow yourself to be selfish. Some of you may resonate with that. That might help you. Feeling as though you're being selfish and allowing that might help you. It's not to say that that's the truth of what you're doing, but embodying that acceptance of that energy. It's like it's like you are not being selfish is what I'm seeing. You're being yourself, you're being love, but because you think that what you're doing is selfish, it's like if you're not gonna jump to like everything is divinity and everything is okay and I can be myself completely fine, then like help yourself where you're at. If you feel like what you would be doing is being selfish, then make that okay. Have compassion surrounding that desire, surrounding those feelings. There's just an energy of meeting yourself where you're at, and again, it's like not doing things out of right and wrong, doing things just out of being, out of existence, essence, purity, just flow. I want to like what would you call that? Do this on your shoulders. Yes. Yes, owl. I showed you that already. That was what I saw owl as. And those are the two feathers. / leaves. I feel like maybe you've been laughed at in the past. Like I'm seeing this as like a kind of cruel being who's going ho ho ho. Maybe it would help you to see, to like animate your life, to see the people around you as characters, and this is a cool idea. To see, it's like extenuating. What's the word I want to find? Expanding. I need better vocabulary. No, I don't. I can speak with my fingers. Yeah, like make them dramatic. Make the people characters that you can view and that you can respond to from a state of greater clarity, with the understanding of, oh, like it's like taking your emotions out of it so you can see the truth more blatantly. It's really interesting because what I would have thought, or what my natural inclination would be, more to like bring back to like peace, love and centeredness and love. But what I feel like you need is to be okay with not love, to be okay with standing your ground in it's okay to be selfish. I don't think you are being selfish, but I think that it is okay to be selfish. I think that everything is okay, and I think that you embodying that okayness in self, you saying that you are your own character, you can play the role that you want to play. What role do you want to play? Doing stuff with your body could really help. Bah! Burping. Like, I feel like that, like, burp when you need to burp. Like, play when you need to play. Poop when you need to poop. Like, do what you gotta do. Like, maybe viewing play as an essential would be helpful. I really like your energy. It feels like there's something to be passionate about here. That's what I want to say. What is there to be passionate about? You have an answer for that. I know you do. Okay. Owl magic. Oh, I don't want to read it. I want you to read it. I hope that's not too blurry because I know my camera doesn't like focus normally. Ah, those are standing out to me. Go back if you didn't have time to read it. You better read it. I don't know why. You don't have to. Maybe that was a test. That was me saying, like, giving myself a position of authority, telling you what you have to do, and you were supposed to say, I don't want to read it, so I'm not gonna. Or maybe you were supposed to read it and there was a message in reading it. Who knows? There's like, yeah, this whole energy is like, there's no such thing as right and wrong. Everyone is gonna have an opinion. Everyone is gonna have an opinion, so recenter to what your opinion is. What do you, and not even like what your present opinion is, like what do you want your opinion to be, and you can change to have that. Ah, I love your energy. It's like there's steps to be made also. It's like I haven't been in this energy for a while. It's like it's taking me back to like my earlier days of like conflict with family and like needing to like stand my ground and like needing to feel okay playing like games, like literal games, like that it is okay to play. It's taking me back to those good old days. Those difficult days. Like I know it's like not necessarily easy. Like we saw that you're but it is easy. I take back what I said. It is easy. It's just you can convince yourself that it's not. That's yes, true. That is my truth, my belief. I'm just like staring at this even though I don't want to read it, so I'm not gonna. Owl and bear, black bear. I want to get, yeah, there's something about writing a story because I want to like bring them into a world of like my own creation. I want to put like the owl in the image of the bear card. Like I want to place like the owl on the tree trunk. Tree trunks, they could be significant. Trunks, maybe elephants. What other creatures have trunks? Trunks, like swimming bottoms? Trunks? Trunks, there's a lot of types of trunks. What's the meaning of that? It's time to be a child again. I just want to say that. It's time to be a child again. Even if your child isn't like like mine seems to be here. What is your way of letting loose? What is your way of letting loose? What do you want to do? I feel like I could just keep saying that. I just saw that like maybe making funny photos or making up funny stories. Maybe. I just saw, or stories in general, but like you seem like funniness needs to be a part of your I had a word that doesn't exist that maybe does exist but I don't know it, but I can't say it because I can't remember it. And maybe that's relevant. Maybe words and expression and writing could be important to you, or reading. Frog. I saw the frog and that as like the frog's hair. Isn't that an incredible image? I think that's an incredible image. And like the expression of the frog is so like, I don't know how to, I'm not gonna attempt that. I hope that's not too blurry. Okay. Okay, let's calm it down. I'm seeing the flowers too. Are we done? I feel like we're done. I want to get a character card for you, seeing as we're speaking about that. I just heard like, finally. Like there were so many references to characters and my deck is literally like staring at me. Yes. Did I not say it was time to play? This is the only character so far that is of a game. She's called Lifeline from Apex. So maybe Apex is a game you like to play. Maybe get on Apex. Apex also has like a storyline to it, like a lore. That could be significant. But the actual card you got was Tanaka-kun. From Tanaka-kun is Listless, or something along those lines. I don't remember the actual name. It's an anime or a manga. And a manga. An anime. Wait, I tried to say manga that time, but I said anime. Okay. So maybe the anime is significant for you, even though that time I almost said manga. Something about speech. Hey! He's in like a namaste, like the peanut butter. Where is the peanut butter? There it is. There you go. It's time to be at peace with something. It's time to be at peace. To choose peace. It's time to choose peace. Okay. You know what it is? It's like, I feel like you just think that you have a belief system of being lazy as being bad. Or you see play as being lazy, and you see lazy as bad. Something along those lines. Because Tanaka-kun basically is a character who is always like sleeping, always like has no energy, and just like he gets carried around by his best friend. He just sleeps during class. During like entire days, he'll just sleep. He wants like a non-hassle life. He's the main character, but he doesn't want to be the main character. He thinks it would be really cool to be like a background character. Let's put him there. So yeah, I feel like that character is something that you would look down on, or like an aspect of self would, and that aspect isn't the true you. I feel like the true you is more embracive of play, of like having your own way of life. That's what it is. It's having your own way of life. Anything else? I feel like your reading is lasting longer because I'm like riled up and want to keep talking to you. You keep loving that. Yeah, I feel like we're finished though. It's like, do what you want, when you want, how you want. And everything's okay. It's like, when you feel that it's not okay, like it is. Like, feel into that essence. And I also want to say, like, maybe you feel a bit like unwise being a child also. Like, you can't hold the grandness of universal knowledge and experience when you're just like saying stupid stuff and, I don't know, being a kid. But maybe it's time to like take a bullet take a bullet to that belief system and recognizing that the times where you make least sense, the times where you are least knowledgeable, least wise, maybe those are the wisest and most knowledgeable of times. Maybe there is no wise and unwise. Maybe there is no good and bad. Maybe there just is. And maybe everything is everything, and nothing is everything, and nothing is nothing, and everything is nothing. And maybe you are just you, and maybe that's okay. No matter what. Singer, didn't I tell you about that voice? Maybe I didn't say the word voice though. Okay, humpback whale. Sing healing songs for the world. Yeah, I feel like your natural state of being is so healing for the world. Your internet, maybe there's something you want to do that you feel ashamed of. I know I've like been saying that the whole time, but like, I mean like, maybe there's something particular, not just like playing games. Maybe what you deem to be as your version of playing games, maybe I've just been like viewing it as like video games. But maybe for you it's like a certain creation, like maybe it's painting, or maybe it's like going on a walk. I don't know, like what you love to do. Yeah, what brings you love is always what brings existence the most love too. That might be healing for you to remember. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. See, I feel like I feel like this whole time you've known the steps to take. Like when I was talking about where you are at, like you're cuddled up here, it's like you got there, like you are and you were even aware of more. It's like there's so much to you, and I feel like my mind wanted to just say like you're so wise, but then I was like, no, you know what, no, we're going with the no such thing as wisdom, there's only being. That's what we're going for today, and maybe every subsequent day. There's like a reinvention of self, of how you can live, and I feel like I'm just gonna have to end this reading soon because I'm reiterating the same things. There's like one thing to say though, there's like, or like I'm waiting for like something energetically. Okay, let's get the clear quartz. What are we doing? How can I bring through? Yes. Okay, is it Series A? I mean, Series B looks weird. It's both, okay. If you're questioning if there's two things that you want to do, both. It's both of them. Always pick more. Be greedy. Be greedy. Okay. That was just for you. This isn't for me. I'm sorry that they're not focused. It's okay, I'm not sad. Okay, we're gonna end your reading there. Namaste. I love you very much. You get a double namaste because you had the double. Were there 3? No, that was just Tanaka and the peanut butter namastes. Okay, bye. That was your reading. I'm just gonna pack up so you can scoot on by unless you're staying, which are the obvious choices. Or maybe they're not the obvious choices. I like doing that. I don't know why I felt the need to, or the desire to express that, like express my love of doing that, and that is what was it? Hair. Or is it that thing? Because it's just like the nature of questioning. I love questioning. And I love the idea that things can be different and that you can know nothing. Like, I love the idea of thinking that I know everything and then, like, realizing I know nothing. Yes. Okay. And now really goodbye. Forever. Okay. I need to like calm myself before before. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Welcome in pile number 4, the petalite pile. You have such a delicate energy. I love your energy. It's like a feather. It's like a very light feather. Like a small, like a light, I meant like by color. Like it's not white, but it's like cream. Or maybe it's like pink. But yes, a gentle pink. So, what is this reading going to be about for you? I feel like very drawn to beauty for you. And comfortability. Comfortability, beauty, quite Libran feeling. Aesthetics. Okay, let's get cards and see what this is about. Maybe the ocean would resonate with you too. I'm just processing through some messages that I can't quite understand. Maybe they'll make sense in a bit. What deck do we want to use? Kind of wanting the crystal power deck, but I feel like we might get a card and then immediately put it back. You may be feeling a need to cleanse or a need to be without so much, or to like take a beauty day. I don't know. People do that. I've heard it. People do that. Maybe you do that. Maybe you'll do that now that I've said it. Okay, 3 of Cups. I embrace joyful opportunities. Yeah, I feel like you're just you're in need of like what they call self-care days. In need of a little treat, whatever that is for you. I don't know how to say this. Very like pure energy coming through. It's like I want to whisper now. It's like I feel like you're in a very delicate stage of life, or like right now you're in like a very delicate feeling, and it's like I just want to like not disturb you too much. It's like I just want you to have your peace and quiet. Ah, seagull. Hi. Yeah. That thing about the ocean, maybe like a day trip to the beach. I feel very guided to giving you practical examples. So taking care of your physicality. I'm just staring at the seagull. I've like only ever seen a sea. I don't know if I've ever seen a seagull land on the post outside my window. So I'm very happy. What was I saying? Yeah, taking care of your physicality could be important. He's flying away now. That was adorable. Oh, I love seagulls. You know, I feel like seagulls have had a bad rep, at least like within my childhood they did. But I love seagulls. They're incredible, and like they're so big, and that color whitish kind of again coming through. You also, so you got 3 of Cups and now 8 of Swords. Maybe you feel unable to truly relax in the way that you want to relax. It would not surprise me if you're from, it both would and wouldn't surprise me if you're from pile 3. Your pile 3 was very energetic, but their whole message was do what you want to do. However, your message, however, your energy is very gentle, very soothing, very like nurturing. And your message is also do what you want to do. So 4 of Wands also came out. Well, we're not getting one card and putting it back. I feel like throwing all the cards in the air. I guess that might have been part of the reason why I didn't feel like this was the deck. 5 of Wands, Devil. You feel trapped and you feel burdened. 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Woo! You're going through something. Judgment. Yeah, compassion. Compassion. Yeah, I feel like you have made big changes in your life and are now in that resting like aftermath of it, where it's like you could also be just about to. No, you've just done it. I feel like you've just been through it. You've just been through it and you're requiring rest. I feel like with the 4 of Wands, it's like you've come to the end. 4 of comps. 4 of Wands is a celebration of sorts. But with the 8 of Swords, I feel like you're not quite allowing yourself to feel as though you really have reached this state of celebration. 3 of Cups is also quite a celebratory card. It's being with those you love and just playing. I embrace joyful opportunities. I release myself from self-inflicted binds. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Yeah. And I saw that in a Tauran way, like very physical beauty, like classic ways of like just what makes you feel good. I just heard in my head, or like said in my head, I don't know which one, same thing. Like, okay, let's wrap it up, that's it, something like that. You've got your message. I just did like a face because I was like, wait, is that actually, I was doing that in a joking way, like we've just got into your reading, but now it's like, wait, is that all that you needed to hear? Also so I'm being drawn to my green crystal, which I believe is green aventurine, but I'm not sure. It's very like, I want to it reminded me of jade. So jade is also a very like health and wellness kind of a crystal. And the shell. So the sea, something about the sea. Taking a bath. Spa day. I've never been to a spa. I just heard like a oh, you're adorable, pile number 4. I love you. I feel like you like to take care of yourself. I feel like, is that it? I'm sorry, I'm just like, I feel a bit out of it with you. Or like, it's very interesting. It's like a feeling of being out of it, like a Pisces, being up in the clouds, or space, but also being very, very aware of my physical body. Painting nails. I saw someone painting nails earlier. I didn't think to mention it, but now I felt drawn to mentioning it. Is that it? That you have been through difficulty and now it's time to like give yourself a break and enjoy life in a sensual, pleasurable way? It seems like a clear-cut message. What else would you need? What else is there? I wonder if you're still trying to... I think I'm gonna get Shadowscape's Tarot. I wonder if you're trying to find more, if you think that maybe there's more to the puzzle, like maybe you've been in a whirlwind of of like labyrinths and trails of needing what to do one thing after the next, and you're kind of expecting someone to come to you, or a part within yourself to be brought up needing something else. You feel like a type that could have children, like there's always something needed of you kind of thing. Whether that be like within yourself, like your own mind and your spirituality, perhaps your growth, or like in the physical, like you're always being needed somewhere for something. And where was I going with that? Yeah, and I feel like you're maybe holding yourself, like waiting, like when's the next thing gonna come? But this is a call to relax. There's no next thing, like you can breathe. Or maybe it's a call to say, like, if there is the next thing, saying no to that next thing, which would be one and the same as saying there is no next thing. You get to decide. You have a part to play in your experience. 3 of Wands. Waiting. Looking where you're going. 3 of Cups. Look up 3 of Cups on Google. I would do that. I would do that. I would do that. Shall we read it in here too? No, look it up. that was like a stern no. Okay. Anything else? Something from the 3 of Wands I didn't get. Well, I didn't really say much about it. I feel like you naturally can be quite hard on yourself, and it's like your guides in particular feel like they want to invite you to rest on them, like accept help, accept love, and accept that maybe you are waiting. Maybe this isn't, I feel like maybe, because at the start I was wondering, like, is this just before like something big happens, or just after something big has happened? And I was like, no, it's definitely after. But this is making me think it's like after something big has happened, it's like you like left a trail of, well, they look like graves to me. So left people, or left something big happened, or has been happening for a long time. It's just been stressful for you. But it's like your new life, the boat to the new life hasn't yet arrived, and you're just waiting. And there's like a confirmation of like, yes, like you are waiting, and like there's nothing to do, so do what you want to do. It could also be that you're holding, like the boat arrives when you choose it does. Only take that if it resonates. Like there's a particular way to take that. I want to say, follow your heart. You're being called in to live life in a certain way. You intuitively feel the way that you resonate with life, resonate with living. That term, living. How do you want to live? What does your life feel like? What are you ready to live through? And it feels like it doesn't need to be anything like dramatic. It can simply be this essence of peace that flows through every moment. And there's a call to invite that, to allow that. It's not like inviting it, it's like it's already here, it's just allowing it, accepting that, not looking for more. 2 of Pentacles, yeah. It's like you're juggling a lot, or like you're trying to juggle a lot when there doesn't need to be. Or you're waiting, again, it's like you're waiting for the next thing, like waiting. I guess this could not be that you're waiting for like the boat to come and take you for the new life. It could be more like your mind is waiting for the next thing, like you're envisioning all the things to do, when in actuality there's a call to be more present. Yeah. Peace. Just because the past was tumultuous, doesn't mean that the present has to be, and doesn't mean that the future will be either. Yeah. Your future has so much peace and like harmony within it. I could say the word love, but in this case I feel like there's like a specific kind of love that is very Venusian, like easy. It's ease. I feel like that is what you're opening yourself to receiving. Yeah, okay, that's the end of the reading. Cool. I love you very much. And I send you like an extra spurt of that harmony that's already fully within you. Namaste.